Why teach? Imagine you're a teenager in high school. We have all been there at one point of our lives. This is the period of time where we experience ourselves developing into who we are going to be. There is still that ultimate question, however, that most students should answer before graduating out of high school. And that question is, when you are older, what do you want to be? Well, there's a myriad of careers in the world that you may pursue. Perhaps you enjoy the broad field of engineering or the complexity involved in chemistry. All of a sudden, somebody suggests to you, hey, you should become a teacher. And with an absolutely puzzled look on your face, you query, why would I ever want to become a teacher? But little did you know how purposeful, rewarding, and joyous being a teacher could actually be. First and foremost, everyone needs a purpose, or a reason to live their lives. In order to understand why teaching is such an admirable profession, we must define the purpose of why anyone would want to become a teacher. The primary goal of teachers is to help shape the malleable minds of young students in order to create a pathway to success that they can follow. It is their duty to educate the brains of the future while instilling the inspiration that they need in their hearts. Visualize what it would be like if you were a teacher who had the opportunity to meet with over 100 students every day for an entire school year, and then one day you reach the heart of a student. He or she may approach you at the end of class and say, what you told us today was really interesting and it has me thinking. You just may have sparked a fiery passion within the student, and it is at this moment that you are successful as a teacher. Moreover, this success that you have achieved is your reward, which is something more valuable than any salary you could ever earn. These are the moments for which teachers live, the instances when they can explain something to you and the light bulb above your head is illuminated because you could understand it as a student. The times when you could demonstrate something to you and your eyes opened wide with amazement because of how amusing and interesting it was. It is these occurrences that are priceless to all teachers around the world because they realize that they have made a difference in your life, or perhaps even revealed a sense of direction that would soon lead you to your purpose in life. Finally, it is when the teacher fills the gap in the student's mind that they are moved with joy and happiness. Isn't it true that when you are working, the most important thing is to be content with what you are doing? To be able to say that you love what you do for a living? Well, it is those priceless moments, as I described earlier, that allows teachers to be elated with what they do every day. You can only imagine the heartwarming sensations that a teacher feels because a student remarks, you were an inspiration to me, and now I know what I want to do with my life. Or instead, the student may send an email 10 years later that expresses his or her gratitude for everything that the teacher had ever done for them and that they will never forget it. This is why teachers love what they do. The emotions that can be derived from statements such as these are like none other. So with all of this in mind, now think about the thousands of careers there are to explore. Why would you ever want to teach? There may be a remarkable amount of opportunities that could simply hand you a large sum of money with the right education, but would you be content while doing it? If you are a teacher, you can go into the classroom with the mindset to change the world, to be able to make a difference in someone's life. And if any one student ever comes up to you to say thank you for what you have done, or to exclaim their gratitude for having a tremendous impact in their young life, you can go home that night and say to yourself that you have done a fantastic job and remind yourself, this is why I teach.